You hit go live, you talking now to the audience.
I just hit the go live. We're on here live. Rhonda, Shaka, hey,
What's
Hey, can you
happening?
hear me?
Yes,
I
ma'am.
can hear y'all. Reggie on here having some computer malfunctions.
All right, I'll be logged on in a minute.
Okay.
All right.
He said he'll be logged on in a minute.
Rhonda, what it do?
What it do, boo?
Not a doggone thing.
It's Sunday.
I know, right?
Yep. I looked at my schedule for tomorrow. I was like, yeah, okay.
So we live, y'all. And just so we know, we don't have our Reggie normally hosts these live videos for Sundays, but he's having a little technical difficulties. So we had to hurry up and hit the live button because he said Facebook would cancel our live stream.
Right.
You don't want that to happen.
Exactly. So I'm hoping his computer pops up in a minute because he normally navigates this. What would he be for this show? The moderator?
Yes. You're the moderator. Yeah, pretty much.
I'm like the
You got
moderator for
you
the
got us in
recording
here.
shows.
You got us in here, so you did well.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But now we got to get all of the other things in here. Our properties up. Your property. So how's everything been going, y'all?
Pretty good. Hey, I got an accepted offer on my flip. Yes.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Now we just got to get through the rest of it. But
That's wonderful news. Tell us
it
a little bit
is.
about it.
You would get through there. California. You talking about
Well,
California?
Yeah, California. So it's in Highland Park, right on California and Oakland. So between Oakland and Woodward, but closer to Oakland. It's a little over 1,200 square feet, close to 1,300. 3 bedrooms, 1 bath, basement,
damn,
2-car
I know you got
garage.
to block them people
I'm
right there.
about to. That's what
I'm
doing.
sorry, Rhonda. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, you good. Actually, that block is actually a pretty decent block. It's a lot of homeowners on that block. There's also some Airbnbs on that block, and of course a few rentals here and there. But I've noticed a few properties on that street sale recently, so I'm glad to get it under contract finally. I should say
How many
finally.
days was it? Because how long did it take you to get under
50,
contract?
50 something, not quite 60, but over 50.
Okay.
But in
I
this
don't think
market
that's
right
bad,
now,
though.
yeah, we're a little spoiled. We used to on the market under contract, boom, but that got to pack your patience right now.
But that area too over there, people are just, they're starting to kind of repopulate and understand it and jump on board and things like that. So I
Yeah.
think that's good. Absolutely wonderful.
So thank you. I appreciate that.
You
Shaka,
almost
what
had
you
a
doing?
multiple offer situation then.
Almost. How are things going with you guys?
I'm
Good.
good. I'm on vacation.
I saw that. Is that an Airbnb you're in? It's cute.
Yeah.
It looks like you guys are having an awesome time. How's the weather down there?
Oh, it's wonderful. It was 80 degrees earlier today,
Oh, I'm
but not
jealous.
too hot.
I know, right? It's cold. We had like, where we at? Like 30?
It was cold. It got real cold this afternoon. Like, I don't know where it came from, but it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah. So it's definitely nice looking, seeing palm trees, and I'm seeing all these different birds. I'm like, oh my God, there's a crane. It's a pelican. So,
Are you in Florida? You're
yeah.
in Florida, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We were
Went to the
just
beach
down there.
yesterday. So we're gonna go to hit Universal tomorrow.
Yay.
All these kids though. So, I'm gonna need a vacation from the vacation.
We went in August, but we took 2 teenagers with us. It was my husband and myself and our son and nephew. And we just did the single rider line. Sometimes we ended up together, sometimes we didn't, but we went at the peak season. So, those lines were 2 hours long. We're not doing that.
And I got fast passes for all the parks. We have fast passes at Legoland. We got fast passes for tomorrow Universal. I can't do it. I need to. I'm like, my baby's gonna have to experience this park because you'll be there for 3 or 4 hours and only ride one ride.
All day.
So,
all day.
What property are we doing? Montrose?
We can. I didn't share a Dropbox for that. We're gonna do Rhonda's property over on Andover.
Oh, okay.
So and actually, Rhonda,
Yes.
I think that you might be able to walk us through. Oh, here you go. Reggie said 4072 Blaine. My client wants to evaluate that one. Okay, so we're gonna do Blaine. We'll do Andover for sure.
And that's it. We only got time for 2 today.
Okay. So I can probably give you control so that you can show us the pictures.
Oh shoot, I didn't even pull up the link. Hold on a sec.
And run the comps. Do you think that's something you'll be able to?
Well, I was doing this because I really wanted to get you guys' opinion.
I could do
we can still do our. Oh yeah, Shaka can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to get you guys.
You got her Dropbox?
No,
Shaka?
she got to share it.
I can share. I can send you the link. Let me just send you the link. So, Rhonda, why don't you give him the address while I'm shooting him the Dropbox link to his email?
All right. It's
Did you let Reggie in, Johnny? Did you let him in?
Reggie not asking to come in yet.
He on YouTube.
He's talking to us.
Oh, okay.
It's 20875 Andover in Southfield.
He said, waiting on my PC to get some act right. Reggie on here as a viewer today. Come on, Reg. We need you to jump on in here.
He a bot. Ain't not a lot going on over there. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, one just came on the market, so I can tell you what I have bumped into. There's 2 on Andover right now that are listed. One it's listed for, I want to say it's $257,900. They took it from $249,000 up to $257,900, and it's in not a great condition. You're not even gonna see pictures on the inside. I did go look at it in person, and there's a window missing in the living room. It's still got a lot of stuff in the property. And it's a 4 compared to a 3. It's actually made just like my listing, but one of the bedrooms they split into 2 as opposed to the 1 bedroom that my client has. So it's a 4 bedroom, and they're asking too much. They've been on the market for a while.
4 bedroom, 2.5 bath.
It's 4 bedroom, 2.5 bath, right on Andover.
2,200 square feet.
Mm-hmm. It's two car attached garage. And then there's one also on Andover that just listed for $399,000 that's completely rehabbed.
I just had to see your email too. So now let me jump in here and look at the comps too.
You just send it to my email?
Yes.
Oh, I got it. You gonna share the screen?
No, that's what I was asking you or her to do. I'm not working at full capacity.
No, don't you gotta
Gotcha.
Reggie, you're on there on the butt and you're on the bench. He said he hanging on the passenger side. Johnny, did you?
I'm trying. Wait a minute, because I'm gonna end up knocking us all out. Oh my god.
All right, don't just leave it alone.
More.
It should just be shared.
Yeah, I don't see a share button. That's the problem.
Just leave it then. Let me see.
Full layout, edit name. Oh, I can kick you and ban you from the studio.
Too much power. There's too much power.
But it don't give me. It don't give me no. I can edit.
Do you have to hit? Can you
do all type of stuff?
Present shot.
Huh?
Can you print? Can you hit present and it allow you to share that way? Because I see present on mine. What happens when you hit present?
Oh, Oh, yeah, you're right. It's a tri-level.
Yeah, so you know, it's when you come in, everything main is on one floor. You go up, you got the bedrooms and 2 of the baths. You go down, you got another bath and living area, utilities, laundry room. What's cool about that too, it does have an exit from that floor too. It does have a from the lower level, it does have a
hold on, this is Reggie, y'all. What's happening?
I'm trying to block this.
Oh goodness.
I got it. Okay. Yeah. Already. Y'all see my screen?
No.
It's saying that I'm sharing.
We don't see you yet, but
I'm about to stop and I'm gonna start it again, Johnny. Still no?
I wonder if
it says StreamYard.com is sharing your screen. Johnny, you don't have to push nothing on your side?
Nope.
Let me see here. Let me find my Dropbox just in case I can do it.
Johnny, did you block them?
I did. And they are coming up like crazy. It's like they waited for us today. Like, oh, we know they coming.
Yeah,
they were bored, huh?
There's 2 of them you got to block.
And I blocked all of the comments that popped up.
So y'all. It's only okay. So souls within the last 150 days.
That's a pretty lived in area as far as, you know, it's not a lot of people who have sold over there. You know what I mean? It's a lot of families that's there. Like this family has been there since the 80s. So yeah.
We gotta talk about that. It's kind of like, you know, what you call high turnover rate areas. Like this probably is not one. Like there's areas where you don't have a lot of comps, not necessarily because it's a bad area or because it's not worth it. It's just more so that people live there. They don't move, or and then they pass it to family when they do move and that kind of thing.
And then
I got one over on Briarwood that sold back in actually they just sold in November for $249,900, but they originally listed it at $292,900. That's a half a mile from it though.
It's a lot. It's a few new constructions in there that have mixed in that area, which is really interesting. Like right down the street, there's new construction. Well, newer, I should say. I'm gonna open my Dropbox. I'm gonna see if it'll let me share with you guys. Because I don't think we still see your Shaka.
Yeah, I'm literally supposed to be sharing right now. Y'all supposed to be seeing my screen.
All right, let me open my Dropbox real quick. And then I'll see if it'll let me share. All right, so where is... No Chrome.
Johnny, are you hitting hide on that spam?
Huh?
To find the hot girl, put hide on that comment.
You said they were ready for y'all tonight, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Are you seeing it, Johnny?
I do. I see all of them, but I'm not seeing how to hide the comment. I could put them in timeout and see what that does.
Yeah, that got rid of it, except for it's still up on the screen. See if you can hide that comment that's on the screen.
Yes, everybody.
I'm still looking at it, Rhonda. I mean, I see what I think I see.
I'm trying to pull up these pictures too.
Hold on, they go Rich.
I forgot I needed to do it on Chrome.
All right, I'm here. Get rid of
Hey,
all these scammers and spammers and all that good stuff. All right, what we got going on? What y'all doing? What y'all
We looking at Rhonda's hookup is 20875 Andover in Southfield.
All right. They're out here trying to play me like Deion Sanders. Hold on. So we got Andover. I got photos. You sent some photos, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah, I sent it to you guys in Dropbox.
All right, hold on.
So it's been, I would say, 90% clean out since those photos. They still got a few more personal artifacts to go grab out of there. But it's definitely been lived in since 1986. Definitely needs to be completely rehabbed. There's nothing there that's going to stay. Now, the great thing about that property, the roof is 10 years old. HVAC is pretty recent. The AC was installed just last year or earlier this year.
All right, what's the purchase price on this one?
They want to list for $225. I told them that was probably rather steep because looking at it as an investor, I'm going in just at the size of the property, 2,200 square feet. You got 4 bathrooms to tend to. I'm thinking you probably putting 80 in this place easily.
So you at 320. So you saying at that point you had like 320. You said they want to list it at how much? 220.
They want to list for 225.
Oh, so you had 300, 305.
You got 2 half baths. You have 2 full baths. You got flooring, carpet. Flooring, paint, drywall repair, slight drywall repair. It's really all cosmetic. Outside, you got wood, wood front. So you might want to change this to something that's more weather resistant and do something with landscaping. But if you look at it, it's all cosmetics, but everything needs to be replaced. New vanities, new toilets, new everything. That's the master. It's got a walk-in closet. That was the full bath for the master that you were looking at.
All right. And so what are you thinking this? Because from the sounds of it and from the looks of it, this might be ideal for owner occupant.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see. What did you say the ARV is?
So the ARV can differ. I say the high end of the ARV to me is gonna be like 340.
See, I was thinking if it was earlier this year, they probably completely rehabbed the house to sell for 375. If it was earlier this year.
Yeah.
Now I was thinking around what you were thinking, 340, 350. The problem I'm thinking about, Reggie, is that house is not, you're going in cash or conventional, but you go in conventional, you need to go in with some money to even get some things in working condition.
Oh, okay, so you can't just move in and work on it.
You got to at least do some work on a couple of the bathrooms. Now, this is 11 in Losser area.
All right.
It's right before, if you're going down Losser, it's right before you get to, what's that, Southfield Christian?
Yeah, that's highly desired area.
Yeah.
So with the exterior, looks like you're going to have to, if you're going to flip this, you got to do something with the exterior too. What's your thoughts on the renovation cost, Shaka?
I don't know for them pictures, but Rhonda said she think about 80.
About 80.
And that's only because I know electrical roof, HVAC is in good condition. Plumbing, you probably have to do some light plumbing as you do the bathrooms over and the kitchen.
So what's the square footage on this one?
22, little over 2,200.
All right. The block is nice. I know this area. This over in my farm area. How you get this one, Rhonda?
These are really good friends of ours. These are people.
Oh, they still supposed to call me. No,
you ain't beat the streets over there, Rez.
Yeah, this one you wouldn't have come across cold calling. Unfortunately, it's a probate situation. Well, I mean, you could have come across it that way, but they didn't file until we already were having a conversation. They were already in the contract when they filed.
All right.
They already started getting calls too.
All right.
So.
All right. So let me hold on. Let me pull.
What you about to say, Rhonda?
I said so. I thought 225 was a little aggressive for them, but I'm looking at it as an investor and what I would have to put into it. You know, retail. I think it'll sit there. You had that property. Did you see that one down the street, Shaka, for 257.9 that started at 249.9?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You see how long it's been sitting there?
This is what I got for comps. I only went a quarter a mile. I can actually map this out. Mm-hmm. But so this Andover right here. Oh no, this one.
That's a newer construction. Yep. I was just telling them how you got some newer construction mixed in there.
Yeah, so Bradford is 307. Let me just map Beacon Square because this all over in that Beacon Square area.
I think that I mean, I guess how the person would be able to buy it, like you're saying, Rhonda. Are you saying that is the kitchen livable? I mean, usable?
It is.
And one of the bathrooms?
But unfortunately, it's beyond cleaning. You would need to, like, the floors are beyond cleaning.
All right.
This would probably be a good property for that program they're offering, where, you know, but it's a probate sale, but where the sellers can take out a little bit to get some of the repairs done.
Yeah,
I mean, it'd be great 203K.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we've been looking like at this Bradford property. I don't know how big. What's your square footage on yours again?
22 and some change. It's not even 2250.
So this 27.
And that's a 4-bed you're looking at. So mine is a 3, 2 full, 2 halves. Now the one that's at the top of your list, that's for 257.9 or 257. That is a 4-bedroom, but it's made exactly like my listing. They took one of the bedrooms and split it.
All right.
So could this house be a 4? It could.
So I don't know. I don't feel like 220 is high on the list price for it's just who you're gonna get to buy it. I hear what you're saying. You like this is right. In your mind, you like this is for an investor.
It is for an investor. Yeah, I'm thinking it is for an investor, and also too, you know, you're looking to get that number as a seller, which God bless them. Everybody, you know, they're all trying to do that, but you're spending money to get it. You still got overhead. You still got mortgage. You still got this is not, you know, this isn't.
So 220, you got to put 80 into it. You kind of maxed out on
right
your equity unless you do a hell of a job on it. Because this was 285, 3-bed, 2.5. Even though it's a little smaller.
But what's the condition of the inside?
It's bad. Are you talking about the other one, the one with 285?
I'm talking. Yeah, the ones that he haven't clicked on to show us the inside.
Be careful, Shaka. She can boot you out today.
Yeah, these aren't completely updated either. That's a really good point, Johnny. They're not completely updated. They're just a little newer than my listing. See, this could use a little work. Could use some carpet.
Yeah, and that was sold for 285 in 6 days. But I went back a year though on these comps because it wasn't a whole lot over there.
Mm-hmm.
I think ARV. I truly believe if someone went in there, carpet, paint, flooring, new kitchens, new baths, I think ARV would be definitely between 330 and 350 somewhere.
Yeah, and this bathroom not done up neither. Mm-mm. Like a lot of these.
Yeah, a lot of them are still 90s and 80s decor still. You know,
I
people
feel like
over
that
there in
house gonna
Southfield,
fly off
they're
the
not
market at
wanting
that
it.
225. At that 225, that's not gonna once you, especially you put
Yeah,
that on the open market, that's gonna move.
The
yeah. I was just
problem that I'm hearing her say is that she don't know that they can get financing based on the condition that it's in.
Yeah.
So the person that's buying it is gonna have to be cash or
if they get financing, they're gonna need a
They
rehab.
could or a conventional rehabilitation loan.
right.
what
So
repairs would be needed to make it to let it go conventional financing?
Definitely the bathrooms, the main bathrooms.
Are they leaking or are they just in terrible shape?
Toilets need to be replaced, but by the time you're taking out toilets to put them in, now you're taking them out again. They eventually do flooring and stuff. So, but yeah, I know each one of the toilets were having challenges, but you know, you can put a toilet in for a couple $100.
But they function. The appraiser go in there and they flush a toilet. Does it flush?
No, it's not. No, it's
So let me ask you
pouring
this.
water in there to make them work.
What'd you say,
Okay.
huh?
I said we're
She
pouring
said
water in there to make them
Oh,
work.
okay.
Yeah, they're not
Gotcha.
working.
Yeah, so let me so will they let if I'm buying a house and I say, hey, I'm getting a loan on it, but I need to do some repairs to get it appraisal ready, will they be open to that?
It'll be a matter of, you know, of course, finding a contractor that can get in there in a timely fashion to get those things done.
Right.
But possibly, I mean, yeah, I think if it would get them their number and it wasn't astronomical.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this seems like it'd be perfect for that that program that's being offered through KW.
Yeah, and this
concierge
either
you talking
that
about? Yeah, that one.
Or this would be a good 203K property.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the kitchen is livable, you know, for the time being. But like I said, if you can see, you know, the finishes and such of, you know, they're very aged.
I think the 220 is a good number. This is not a flip. This is not for an investor at that number, but I think the 220 you can list it and get it sold.
But if an investor did come in,
you ain't gonna want to say it. I wouldn't even. This ain't one I probably would even be.
They would have to be like in the 150s, wouldn't they?
Yeah, 150 is.
I'm thinking like 160, 170 max. Because you got to put 80 into it. How's the roof on it?
Roof is 10 years old. It's the permits even listed in BSA.
Okay, that's good.
Yep. Roof is 10 years. They just converted the electrical from fuses to circuit breakers recently. The AC is new and the furnace is within the last few years as well.
Oh yeah,
the mechanics are good.
That's gonna move.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
165 for the investor.
Yeah, max.
So I
if
think
you put it on the market, it's gonna sell.
Well, it's going on. Hopefully next week or so. We're already working on getting photos, but they needed to get some more things out of there. I wasn't comfortable taking photos in the condition it was in. I appreciate your feedback, guys. It looks like I was kind of already going down the right path, but it's always good to get some seasoned investors and brokers involved to kind of get an opinion. Sometimes we need that. Just a second.
That's a good listing over there in Reggie Farm area.
Sorry, Reg. They were my friends.
It's all family now. Hey, if not me, who better else to get it than you, right?
Look, you're gonna get a little piece anyway.
Hey, but you know what? It's a double whammy because for one, it's probate and it's in my farm area. So you just like knock me out the box. So that's good. I appreciate that. I gotta step my game up.
Thanks, guys.
That's good.
All right, y'all. So we agree it's not a flip, but it's a good listing at the number that she was going with at the 220.
Yeah, I think
225, right?
Yeah, they want to start at 225. So we'll put it out there, and you know, I'll do some homework, Johnny. I'm gonna take your advice. So look, you said there's a program at KW.
Concierge.
The concierge.
Okay, yeah, that may help them get it ready, or if there's some repairs, and they can roll that into. Yeah.
But you have to enroll into that program or something, correct? Reggie?
Yeah, but the thing is, they gotta want to do it because it's part of a probate estate. Because they still gonna end up having to pay the money back.
Yeah.
And they probably don't even need to. I would go in there and make them clean that mug out, to clean the house out, all the junk out of there, and list it.
It's 90%
I
cleaned
agree.
out. A lot of what you saw there is gone.
Yep.
That's
Okay.
it.
That's just another tool in your utility belt, basically, if you need it. But I think that house is gonna move pretty swiftly once you list it.
All right, from your mouth to God's ears. I appreciate that.
For
All
sure.
right.
Then we got to
That
check
sounds
out
good.
Blaine.
Yeah, so Blaine, I had an investor send me this one. This is actually a 4-unit. They asking 184 for it, and it don't seem too bad. It needs some work on it. Let's see here.
That's
So
in
the
Detroit.
bathroom, yeah, looked like somebody was doing some work on it before, and they just couldn't finish the job. Now, of course, the photos always look better. They what I did, they kind of white boxed this house where they looked like they went in and just painted everything white, and then the kitchens. This is all rental grade. Like it's not, they didn't go like high end with most of this stuff.
But it's
What's
a
the cross
4-unit.
street on that Blaine?
You said what?
What's the cross streets on that one?
This one is hold on, I could tell you in one
That's not too
second.
far from Claremont and all that, is it?
Yeah, this like
Yeah.
right over there.
Glenwood.
Yeah, 407.
For us, a 4-unit will be the goal. That's like kind of next. Get these multi-units.
Yeah, so this the thing, like the house, this is street. It's all multi-families over there,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not the best. It's definitely not the worst street we've seen, but it's not the best.
It's not too
Over
far
by-
from Central, is it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You said 4-unit,
Yep.
2 bed. How many bedrooms each unit?
Let me pull that back up. Yeah, so this is just south of Joy, west of Dexter. So that Dexter
Yeah,
Joy.
so
2 bedrooms
Okay.
and 2 bedroom units. 2 bedroom, 1 bath.
So you definitely buying this. They made this photo look beautiful. Ain't nothing like
sure?
that on this block.
Sure. We can't see what you're looking at.
Oh, hold on. I guess that would help, right?
I mean, they got the photos on. This is listed.
All right. Here we
Oh
go.
my gosh.
All right.
Oh,
So this
wow.
is the property.
So,
You gotta wait till you see the rest of the pictures.
Yeah, that's probably a Fiverr. Somebody.
Yeah, that wasn't real.
so they'll get that out of state investor that says all of that that's only 184.
Right.
Yeah, right. That's how they be getting fooled, boy. Oh my God. And sometimes you be trying to explain stuff that's common sense to them, but they just don't want to listen. And they just they talk themselves into buying stuff that they shouldn't.
Look like they just took a sprayer and just spray everything the same color all the way through. Like that door too.
Yeah, and it looks good on photos, but when you get inside, it's a lot of times you can see all the imperfections of it. Like they went ham with it. They just sprayed the fireplace and everything. All white everything.
Right.
Yep. It looks flat too.
Yeah, it is. Just look good on camera though. But so this is the house, right? This is the exterior they got. But I don't see nothing on this block that look like that. This is the house right here. But this is from July, so I don't know what they've done to it since then, because it does look like they was working on it. But nothing on that block looks the block don't look too bad. It's just not the worst. It's not the worst, like I said earlier, but you're gonna have some blight in the area where you're gonna have some vacant properties, but not too long, because this area, a lot of people are buying these up.
Mm-hmm.
So the issue is at 184.9. What are these units renting for over there?
Probably 750.
And then let's see what we got for ARV.
They want 46 a door, huh?
I'd be curious to see.
Say that again, Ron,
Listing
because a
for.
lot of people don't break it down like that.
I said they want 46,000 a door.
Right. So
Mhm.
when you do that calculation, you basing it on how many units it is for the total price, and you dividing the price by the number of units, right?
Yep.
So a lot of times people just look at the overall price and not realizing like, hey, if I'm paying 46 a door, would I come out better just buying single families, or do I just buy one multifamily?
Well, let me ask you this. What are they talking about in this listing with the $59 million Lee Plaza that's going up? Where's that?
That
Oh,
I
is
don't
that
know.
on the boulevard? Is that on the boulevard next to Northwestern that they're talking about?
Yeah, but probably so. But here's the thing, right? So we're down by Joy on this listing, and you got this the new center area. Here's the boulevard.
Mm-hmm.
You're not far from it. I think people got to be careful. Like, oh, this is going up or that's going up. It doesn't all. We've been in Detroit forever, right? Everything, all new development don't really impact the values right away, if at all. But I mean, people use that to sell people and stuff, but it may benefit. It just depends on what's going to happen and the need for housing over there. But yeah,
I think you're gonna end up. I'm curious to see when you run these comps. I think you're gonna end up getting some some 2-family flats, where you can probably pick up 2 of them for half the price.
Yeah, I think that he way over at the one day. I don't even see he way high.
It should be like 15 to 20 a door.
They're renting out one right now for 500 in that unit.
And I was being generous at that 750.
He need to be at 150 rehab. He at 184 as is.
This 2 units sold for 180 on Philadelphia.
Is it fully rehab?
Probably so. They be doing these photos up though. Yeah, this one just standard.
Man, they didn't even stain the cabinets.
Yeah, they ain't even.
Just put them in.
Painted the floors.
Yeah, this definitely a handyman went in there and did this work. They got 180
for a DIY for sure.
When was that? And then what is that by? What is that near? What's that block look like?
This from Philadelphia?
Yeah, I think Philadelphia is gonna be different than Blaine.
A little bit. Hey, but look at this though. Don't this neighborhood look beautiful from the top?
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, that's supposed to get those investors, because they're in Chicago and they're in New York, and they're like, that will cost $1 million in Chicago.
For sure. Right.
But here's some signs you need to look at when you're looking at the top. From the top view, you start looking at the roofs, right? Mm-hmm. Then you look at the debris over here. Then you can see all the spotted lines. Then you see the sidewalks. So usually when you see this, a lot of these homes are either vacant or poorly maintained on the exterior. But
even back in the alley, the overgrowth.
Right. So this one is 4087 West, and then we got the Blaine part. So this is what it looks like.
They're right there together.
Yeah, this is when it's sold. Somebody just brought this in 01 for $100,000. And let's see what it looked like when they brought it.
And it was an investor special then with the Coke machine on the porch.
That's what I said. I'm like, shoot, 20, 25.
They just bought that this year in June. For $100.
Yeah, it was on the market last year. It didn't close to this year.
Mm-hmm.
I do like all the utilities are separate. That's awesome.
Yeah. So yeah, it's somebody looked like somebody probably bought it and then couldn't finish it, or figured out they had a bad deal and just getting rid of it. So they
What's active
over there? Let's see. You got a lot to choose from over there. It's active, but it's
they're rough though. That's
So this Euclid one, hold on.
why does it say
Man, I
49,000?
like Euclid.
Yeah, but it's that's the potential. that we're
Yeah, they
looking at.
probably did the same thing to the photo. Let's see.
Oh gosh, yes.
Yeah, they went in and painted it
Euclid.
white.
Euclid is a good. That's shoot.
Hey,
I
you
like
know what?
Euclid.
Whoever's doing this is pretty smart. I see what they're doing. They can't fool me, right? So they going in, they painting these boys white. I used to do this on some of my single families, but like just the appearance of it, with it's all white, even though all of this is damaged, it make it look way better when you clean it up. But this is not what the. Hold on, man, you ain't about to fool
Would
me.
you say all white everything?
Yeah.
But that's
Look at how the outside of this house look. That can't have no new roof. For 49,000, I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's not the house. That's what's that CGI? I mean, it's
They're
the house,
selling
but
it. They're selling the
They
dream.
doing
It's the same
Hollywood
listing.
on it.
It's the
It's
same
filtered.
listing agent. You see that, right?
Mm-hmm. Correct. Yep, it's the same people.
he's saying they showing you what it's gonna look like after you do the work.
Everybody always trying to sell you.
This
So
could
this
be
is
you.
Euclid.
I feel like Euclid though. That's gonna be
Hey,
closer to
remember
Henry
we was
Ford.
talking on the show about catfishing?
Mhm.
Yep.
So wait
There
a
it
minute,
is.
is this the house? Nah, yeah, that's 4412.
Hey, the Reggie. I mean, so well to me this is no deal, but I want y'all to look at this. They got a 60 unit on Heritage. It's active right now. You went to the actives over there?
Yep, I'm looking at it now.
$399.
$399.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh,
how many millions does it need?
Right. 60 unit probably gonna need.
Look,
The little
get calculator
calculator.
out.
Click, click, click.
Hey, but this might
Carry the
this-
one.
Taste the air.
Man, that looked like New Jack City.
Oh my God. Y'all
That's the last time it was occupied was in the 80s.
2.5.
Oh, you can do a nice little rooftop terrace.
Mhm.
Yeah, somebody went in here and tried to do something because they got the they tried to do something with the plumbing or something else, but this probably been vacant a little
How many
while.
bedrooms are the units?
825.
Shayla said, not New Jack City.
Yeah, it is. This the
That's like
Carter.
Raising Canaan.
They had two operations going, one on each side.
Mhm.
So let me look at PRD on this one real quick.
That's gonna be a nice building though, eventually.
It is.
So this been quick claim deed death.
So
Oh
it
my
probably
goodness.
got quiet. Yeah, you got a quiet title situation going on. Well, I got a warranty.
No, it's a couple. Yeah, it's a couple warranty deeds, and then it's not a break in the chain of title. Don't
It's
look
not.
like
It looks
$500.
solid.
What's the
$500.
cross streets on that one?
Yeah, somebody paid $230 for it in 2020.
Cash.
Yeah, on a quick claim deed too.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna judge, but yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, Grand River, north of Grand River. Shoot, that's kind of like right there where you want to be. You in between Motor City and Henry Ford.
So Shaka, when you what would you think? Just a rough estimate.
I
per
think
unit?
you're gonna be in that house if you like 2 million repairs. So I think the repairs is gonna be about 2 million plus your purchase price.
For a 60 unit.
Yep.
So you can be let's just round it up all in 2.5.
So you would need to be able to get 825, but if you could get 825 a unit,
I think that's easy for that area for that location.
and that brick, that the foundation looks solid on there. It looks like that. I mean, you know, it looks like it's some work on the inside. You got your windows, but as long as that foundation is solid.
Yeah.
Wow, it's right next to a park. You got newer units across the street. Somebody needs to invest in
It's
it.
right. It's down the street from the hospital. Down the street from the casinos. You straight shot to downtown.
Yep.
I
Especially
They
if
own
you
that.
get these,
That could
you can
probably be
get these
parking.
lots.
That's gonna have to be parking, cause I don't see no
Yeah.
parking.
No, you with that many units, you can't rely on street parking unless they probably had a lot or owned a lot over here at one
They
point
just
in
let it
time. I
get
can't.
overgrown.
Yeah, because here was the driveway entrance right here. Unless it was another. I doubt if this was a single family here at one point in time. How wide that entrance is. So this was probably the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this is right for like some bike lanes and the Starbucks.
Mm-hmm.
You
So
know,
you got
Look,
some
that's
doggy
when you,
salons.
man, I was so surprised to see those bike lanes on Hamilton, right in front of the old Helm and all that. It's like that's when you know it's coming back.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
the liquor store with the hamburgers.
yeah.
No,
That's down there by Burlingame.
No, she talking about up closer to like Geneva and Grove and Louise and all of that on Hamilton.
mm-hmm.
I was gonna
Put
say
the
they
bike
put
lanes in.
bike lanes down there.
Yeah. Remember the old
Okay.
Helm, HELM? Like they're
Yeah,
all in
down
front
by
of.
Manchester.
Yeah, they're in front of
And
those and everything.
when you come up Hamilton and it smell like coffee.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
All right.
all right. Was this one a deal or no deal?
I think that multi-family, I think that 60 unit might be a deal based on so if you 2.5 million all in, I think it'll be worth it if somebody can afford to do it.
You got to appreciate the architecture. You know, old buildings like that shouldn't go anywhere, but it's definitely going to take
You gotta
someone
appreciate
serious.
you gotta appreciate your lender.
Exactly.
They're gonna want to partner on this one. So this is one where I would. So normally I don't like partnering with lenders, but this one is one where I would partner with a lender.
All right. So before we wrap up, so we had Andover is probably a no-go for a fix and flip at the price, but maybe like 160, 170. But it's ideal for an owner-occupant buyer.
Facts.
Right?
Yep.
At the 220, 225. And then that Blaine was a no-go at that price. It was just overpriced. And this one, this Heritage, that might be worth looking into deeper. Somebody can get the financing for. How long you think a project like this would take, Shaka?
I mean, for that number, they should be able to get in there in I'm gonna say 18 months.
18 months, so about 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was thinking.
Project. Oh Lord.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll wait 2 years for that though.
I would. I mean, shit. To be honest, depending if it was right, shit. I mean, it could be done in a year if that's all you were doing.
Right. Yeah, that's the contract I want. I don't want them doing nothing.
But
else.
you gonna pay for that though. You get what I'm saying? Like
if
for them to
paying
sit
$2
on your
million,
job for a year.
Yeah, if you making $2 million.
But you ain't making it. That's how much it costs.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying you making enough off of this to where you don't have to go work on little fix and flips.
On $2 million, not
And
necessarily.
then you're thinking in an ideal world that security is good, you know, no delays because of that, things like that. That's massive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But definitely doable in a dream, right?
Not in the dream. And I think it's realistic.
Yeah.
All right. We got one more though. This kind of like off beat because somebody got suckered into a timeshare because they wanted free Disney tickets. So let me stop sharing my screen here because So what happened, Johnita? Y'all was walking and they gave y'all one of the cars.
No, I knew I was going to the tour. It wasn't one of them kind of I mean, I guess essentially they do sell the timeshares like that, but I've stayed with Hilton enough to understand it and know what I'm getting, right? So basically I went on a tour and I was undecided. You know, a lot of times when you go in, you be like, no, I'm not buying anything. But I was kind of like undecided because I had decided a couple years ago that I did want to buy. But the questions I was asking myself was, all right, is it worth it? What am I paying for? Exactly.
All right. So break it down for us. How much did it cost you?
It costs $11,000. Well, that's what it costs if I were to pay for it today. If I pay for it over time, it's $230 a month.
For how many years?
It's not years, it's points, and
How
it's
many months? I'm talking about you, but you financing the purchase. So how long is that?
120
120 years?
Months?
months.
Okay.
But
That's 10 years.
That's what
yeah.
you think.
But it doesn't have a prepayment penalty.
All right.
It's forever. And
Definitely don't finance it.
I mean, yeah, if you look at, I mean, anything that you finance, if you look at the over the term, what you'll pay, you don't want to pay that cost.
But that make it not worth it if you're financing it.
So what was the sales pitch? So it was $11,000 total, right? And how often do you get to use it? Because this is where they get you at, or you talk.
Well,
it's
points, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I think per year, where's my point package? Per year, it's like let's see, it's right here. It's 5,500 points per year.
All right.
I got a bonus of 5,500 points, and so I got an additional $5,500. I mean, additional 5,500 points.
One time additional 5,500 points.
Yep.
So it's 5,500 a year, in addition, and then one time add of 5,500 points.
Right.
So what do you get? So if you were using it for where you're at, how many points would you be spending?
Probably so on down season it's about 800 points. On the up season, you probably be about 1,000 points or something like that. Normally out of these, so I've stayed on these points before. I can probably get about 3 good stays.
So
points.
you can go 3 times a year basically for what you paying for $11,000. And after you pay off the $11,000, what happens?
You talking about 5,500 points? You should be able to go 5 times.
Yeah, you can go 3 to 5 times a year, depending on where you're going, how many days you want to stay, and how many points you're going, so it varies like from resort to resort. It varies for the time of the year, and it varies for the size of the space that you're going to be staying in. So if I get a 3-bedroom space, that's going to cost me more points than if I get like a studio.
Yeah, well, so you got so many variables. How are we going to know if it's a good deal
here or in Hawaii or in another country?
What'd you say?
So let me ask you this, Janita, for the size that you got now, the place where you at now, how often would you use that per year?
How many times could I use it, or what would I use it personally?
The exact size you got for the points you got, how many times could you use that this year?
I can probably use it. So coming up in 2023, I'll probably use it 4 times.
4 times?
In that 5,500 points?
Yeah.
Okay. So you saying it's about 1,300 points is what you're saying for where you at right now.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
This how they get you.
But no, like you have to listen to all of it. So like, but this is how you break it down, or at least it's how I break it down, right? So I'll give you an example, right? So I travel, I'm probably moving around probably 5-6 times a year. Mm-hmm. Earlier this year, I went to Chicago. I stayed one night. I spent $1,000 in that one night.
But would you use this company if you went to Chicago?
Yeah, because this is a Hilton brand.
All right.
So I can stay at any Hilton location, and then they have like sister companies or whatever. Like if you're in a place where they don't offer anything, but I checked all of my locations where I like to travel to. So like next year I'm going to Jamaica. I'll probably be back in Chicago next year. Um, so when I looked at it, I'm like, okay, shit. 11. Then like the gifts that they give you. So this is my question. I got 2 round trip air tickets. I got a 5-night cruise. I got the additional $5,500 bonus point plus a week stay. So I got like 3 or 4 vacations. I'm like, this is $11,000 right here.
All right.
So
I get it.
So when
I own 2. I get it. I use mine. The problem is people buy them and don't use them.
That's the issue.
That's the issue. Yeah.
That's the issue.
We vacate, but it leads to lifestyle, right? What do we all do for a living?
True.
I
mean, so
that's the thing there, and I use my. So that's what I'm saying. Like this isn't like like I hate to throw any, but like Blue Green RCI, like things like that. And I'm not like people do use those timeshares, but for me, I'm not going to use those timeshares.
I have RCI, and I like it
too.
better. My RCI is weeks. I like the weeks better than the points.
I have both.
But I hear you on that. The only way this is a deal for me is if you pay cash for it, and I wouldn't give them 11. I would have paid them 8,000 cash, and then it would be a deal for me. Other than that, if you finance it, it's not a deal to me.
I do agree with you on that because the one we bought 5 years ago, we financed, and every time I look at it, I'm like, why don't you just pay it? But other things are taking precedent over it.
But see, that's what I'm saying. And I'm the type of person that I'll pay. I'll get a check and I'll throw $1,000 at it. I'll throw $5,000 at it. I don't know that I'll take 10 years, but I'm not about to drop $11,000. Like I ain't Shaka over there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't about to drop $11,000 today when I'm probably already spending X amount of dollars. You know what I mean? Like I'm on vacation right now. I'm not paying $11,000 today.
Well, you probably won't go to a vacation, 2 vacations to pay for it.
What'd you say?
2 vacations to pay for the timeshare for you to be able to use it for the rest of your life. Because you get that, is that for the rest of your life, right?
Yeah, it is. And you can give it.
Wait, hold up. Once you pay the 11,000 and you can use it the rest of your life, but isn't it some type of fees you still gotta pay?
Yeah, you gotta pay $900 a year for your maintenance fees.
So even if you don't go, you still paying the $900 a year.
But depending on some companies will let you rent out your week and they will compensate you monetarily.
But see, you don't have to do none of that. This is not a week. This is points. So like if Rhonda wanted to go and I'm like, you know what, I ain't going when you traveling, let me know where you going. All she has to do is look at the she can go on Hilton's website and she can pick a location and book the stay, and I can gift that to her. I can charge her for it.
It's the same thing. Yeah, they just call it a week and she's calling it points. But
no, it's not the same as a week because
I have weeks and points. I can do it with both. The one I got I've owned for 20 years, and that's on weeks. Yeah. One I have recently is on points. Both of them, if I decide I don't want to go my deeded week, either I could do a certificate like you're saying and sell it, or I can tell them, y'all go ahead and sell it and just cash me out. So that way it helps me out with my maintenance fees and I don't have to pay anything out of pocket. So
right.
So
but the points versus the points and the weeks, they're not the same. They're different.
No, they're not at all.
But I'm saying you can sell them the same way.
Yeah.
So the difference between the points and the weeks is the weeks you have to use. It don't matter if you go there for 2 days or 3 days. You use your week.
I do like the Hilton that you're doing cruises. RCI got rid of the cruises.
But
so when so Janita, if you was to let Rhonda go, then when she get there and show up, they're gonna be like, "Oh, we got another 11,000 coming, right?"
No,
your people.
No, now how that would work is that would be more so like I can invite her and then try to get her to buy into the program. There are some benefits for that type of thing, but that's not really my thing. I was just more so like, all right, Johnny, you travel a lot, you spend a lot of money. So, does this help me to cut back on what I pay for my stays?
So I'll tell you from my experience. So I bought a timeshare back in 2005. And I think I paid like $15,000 for it. My timeshare is based in Vegas.
Mine too.
Yeah, week 52. And I don't even like Vegas, but I bought it in Vegas because I know everybody else likes to go to Vegas and you could trade. We travel often, but for some reason I never use I I used it a couple times, but not as much as I should. I have 2 weeks that come every week. I got week 51 and 52 in Vegas, and then I get an additional 4 weeks per year.
You
and
got
then
New
I
Year's,
my
you got
extra
Christmas
week.
and New Year's.
Yeah.
You got valuable.
No. I got 51 and 52.
Shayla,
51 and 52. That's 50. Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I got 51, 52. Yeah, you're right. Yep. But we would never be there. But that's why I bought it though. I bought it so I could trade it. So I could, I could trade, which is what Johnita is talking about. But I just haven't used it like I should. So that is where they get you at. But I think if you pay cash, I mean, if you pay for it fast enough in a year's time, then I think it's worth it.
But in the you can use the points anytime. Yeah, it's just gonna cost you more or less depending on what week it is. I mean, if it's in a on season or off season.
Like a high demand time.
Exactly.
So you want to know what I learned from timeshares? I learned 2 things. One, the idea of me having an RV and traveling cross country sounds even better. 2, I need to start hiring people that work at timeshares and get them to sell real estate. Because there's some bad mofos, boy. They be selling people.
I bet you they basically I don't know. I wish I knew what their percentage of sales is based on how many people going.
They live in well, and you need to learn how to write upside down. The ones that write upside down are the ones making a killing.
Yeah, and they can speak a couple languages. Yeah.
Shayla said, "Can you rent out it as a vacation home?" No. So like that's the thing with the point system, and it's literally you go on the web. It's like booking a hotel. And you go and you figure out, okay, which one do I like the best? Which one's the prettiest? Which one has enough bedrooms? Which one is closest to where I want to be at? So yeah, I can.
You can sell your points.
I can sell the points, but I can't.
Yes, you can. You can't do it. It's not the way that she's explaining. Yes, you can.
When we got married 5 years ago, we had enough points to get 2 for the week. So we stayed in a hotel for 3 nights, right? And then for the rest of the week, we were there 10 days total. The rest of the week, we stayed in the timeshare. The kids were in one and my mom, and we had one on the other side, and it worked. And it actually saved us a lot of money. You think you're in Vegas for 10 days, what that would cost you in a hotel, and we already owned it outright. It was amazing to have that. So the key is making sure you can afford it, right? Not paying on it forever, and make sure you travel and use it. The people who are getting got are the ones who really don't
use them.
We moving around everywhere. We've been in Arizona, Vegas. We just went to Orlando, stayed 4 or 5 days, and it was $235 for 5 days with kitchens, and you can't beat it. So yeah.
Hold on, Robbie, you got RCI?
I got RCI for both of them. Yeah.
Grandview.
Yeah, on Grandview, and I own piece at something Canyon. I can't remember the name of it. That's the oldest one.
So Reggie, this goes to I own Grandview too, Ron. So this goes back to, and this is how they sold me all the way back in 2005. It ended up working for me.
They were new then.
Timeshare, huh?
They were new then.
Yeah, there was brand new.
There was like 1 or 2 of them back then.
That's when they was trying to tell us, though, that's in the new strip. That's supposed to be the new strip, right? They told us that, oh yeah, this is where they're going to be expanding to. They told me this back in 2005. And they still not, even though they're expanding a little bit, they're not going down there. I don't think they ever gonna make it.
Oh, when we bought, they told us the stadium was gonna be built next door. You see where they built the stadium at, right?
Yeah.
But like if y'all look at where I can stay at for Vegas, I think it's the LAR or something like that. ELA.
Yeah, I've stayed there. It's beautiful.
That's gorgeous.
We've traded there. It is, man. You put the screen down in front of the window. It's a projector. Yeah. That is a beautiful hotel.
You could trade them. You could trade those, Johnny. So you could trade your weeks in Vegas to stay where you're talking about, or your points.
You got points.
You got all right. So basically, before we wrap this up, so basically with the timeshare thing, what I'm hearing is it's worth it if you use it,
right?
And 2, if you can afford it, and try to pay for it all up front. If you can afford to do it.
But and it's more to it too. I think my only point that I would add is make sure it's a brand or that you will actually use. So like I've had Blue Green. I know people who have RCI. Like for me personally, those are not I don't like their locations. I don't. That's why I didn't stay, because I don't care for the lifestyle in those particular spaces. So, but if you like it, I would just say, if before you buy it, make sure you investigate their list of options that you can
Man, they be
trade
talking so
between and
fast.
where you can stay.
They be talking so fast, they don't give you a chance. You gonna buy this and that. I'm gonna give you this, I'm gonna give you that. So,
And I get that's my point right there. That's the thing. I didn't buy, so like I had an opportunity to buy the Hilton points like 4 or 5 years ago. And I didn't buy them then, but I've stayed on points, because like they'll give you, like 4,000 points. Like you can give people points. You can, get all this stuff so that you can have the experience and see if you want it. But what they'll tell you is, we'll give you this many opportunities, and if you don't do it now, you'll never have the opportunity again. And so I did run out of my opportunity for a few years, but then they called me back. So I was like, you know what?
You will never run out. That's a sales pitch.
Exactly.
They gonna be there forever doing saying the same thing.
We need to use some of their techniques, huh, Reggie?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just hire some timeshare salespeople to be on your team. Y'all
look. That's what I told the guy that told me mine. I'm like, you need to come get a license in Michigan. He's talking about I have to have a real estate license in Florida to be able to do this. So he's like, I got my real estate license, and a lot of them already have, they have their license for the state.
Right.
That's what's up.
All right,
So
y'all.
anyway,
So we ain't find. Well, we may have found the potential deal. We got to go look at it. We got to try to get our ducks in a row, y'all. We should. I'm telling y'all, we should really try to. This would be good. This would be big if we actually follow through with that and was able to try to put something together with that. That would be huge.
With the apartment building.
Yep.
Yeah, we can try to walk it one day.
Yep.
Probably take our viewers and walk it and like show some footage of it and try to get it financed with a 9% rate.
Well, we're gonna try to partner with somebody with some money, and then they're gonna use us because we can get the work done in a timely fashion, in an affordable amount,
right?
And that's why they're gonna use us.
Well, it's gonna be great to watch y'all do that.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing that. That'd be a great. No, seriously, that would be like the ultimate.
You might be one of the partners on it. We gonna collect all the money we can.
Hey, I'm sitting waiting. Let me know. I appreciate you guys having me on tonight.
Hold on,
we appreciate you.
2.5. Let's go 2.5.
And if God willing, a lot of our listeners will be seeing you at the closing table, because Rhonda also is the closer for Detroit Title and Escrow. So
yes, sir.
If y'all lucky, y'all will see her on the other side, on both the buy side and when you flip those properties.
That means you're making some money.
For sure.
Yep.
All right, y'all.
All right, y'all. That's a wrap.
Yep.
All right. Have a good night.
All right.
Good night.
All right.